Check it out, people. Behind us is where the Darling River meets the Murray. We followed it all the way from Burke to this very spot. Welcome to the Murray-Darling confluence, where the Darling River meets the mighty Murray. Jackie and I have been on our Darling River Run adventure for the past 4 or 5 months now, and for us it all started at the back of Burke, where we enjoyed a paddleboat cruise on the Jandra. Then it was off to the beautiful Rose Isle station, where we experienced the Darling River in all its beauty. We camped on the Darling River in Louth and watched it flow past Dunlop station. We paddleboarded and cooled ourselves down at Trilby station, and lunched by the river in Tilpa with our friends Ian and Kay. We camped by the weir in Wilcannia watching the wonderful bird life, and we enjoyed the river at Nelliagari station. And let's not forget the magnificent Menindee Lakes, which then took us to Pooncarie, where we were almost at the end of the Darling River, and now we have one last town to visit, the town of Wentworth. So Jackie and I casually packed up camp here by the Darling River in Pooncarie. There was no need to rush because Wentworth was only an hour's drive away. And because we planned to free camp by the Murray River in Wentworth, we made sure our water tanks were chock-a-block full. Once that was done, we were ready to hit the road. Where are we heading to now?
We're heading to Wentworth. So hit the road, Jack.
I'm not Jack, you are. Off we went to visit the town/port of Wentworth, because in the late 1880s Wentworth was Australia's busiest inland port and was a vital link to remote inland ports along the length of the Darling River. Ports at Wentworth, Pooncarie, Menindee, Wilcannia and Burke were vital trading locations for remote pastoralists and inland inhabitants. The Darling River is no longer the watery highway for riverboats it once was. However, the colonial charm of life on the Darling can still be felt when visiting the PS Ruby, a restored and fully functional paddle steamer. So once Jackie and I arrived in Wentworth, the first thing we did was visit the good old information centre. Once we got the lay of the land, it was time to hit the pub. New Zealand wine with Tasmanian scallops was the order of the day. Then we were off to find our little piece of paradise by the mighty Murray.
Where?
This would be our home for the next few days, on the banks of the Murray River, which acts as a natural border between New South Wales and Victoria. The Murray sources its water from tributaries, winter rains and snowfall. It flows 2,530 kilometres from the high country in the east to the ocean at the Murray mouth near Goolwa in South Australia. So Jackie and I settled in by the beautiful Murray River, sharing our camp with the usual suspects and looking forward to all our adventures the following day.
So what adventures are there for you in Wentworth? Well, there's the Pioneer Museum.
The Wentworth Pioneer Museum offers history dating back 1.8 million years. Indigenous artefacts and megafauna displays feature fossils from Wentworth and Mungo National Park. The museum also has quite a lot of history about one of Wentworth's famous characters, Possum, who became a recluse and lived in the bush. Oh, and the museum has its own Muttaburrasaurus.
After that, you can visit the Wentworth Military Collection and its amazing Marching Matilda experience.
Discover our nation's proud military history with the Marching Matilda experience.
This is our Marching Matilda experience. It's the first installation of its type in Australia and the next generation up from what they currently use in the Louvre in Paris. So effectively we've got the most advanced system that exists in the world today for our little country town of Wentworth, which is
fantastic.
Absolutely brilliant. How this works is as you move around the museum, we've got automatic trigger points that these devices will pick up on. You'll get some marching through the headset to say that you've picked up an automatic trigger point.
Hosting this newly installed self-guided state-of-the-art audio installation makes this such a moving and reflective experience. This museum showcases military exhibits from all over the world with a complete timeline of Australian service and sacrifice. So if you're like Jackie and I and you love our Australian military history, then the Wentworth Military Collection will amaze you.
And of course, when in Wentworth, you must visit the old Wentworth Jail. That's where I tried to leave Artist Wayne.
The fantastic old Wentworth Jail is a must-see, and apparently they have ghosts, because in the winter of 2006 they even conducted a scientific investigation. Although here at Ram Van Man we don't believe in the supernatural. However, here you can experience history behind bars, where life must have been bloody hard. What are you in for?
I strangled my husband.
In the heart of one of Australia's most historic towns stands the old Wentworth Jail, one of the first of its kind, Australian designed and built in 1879. And it's amazing the condition that this old jail is in. Steeped in history and full of character, the jail stands tall as a grim reminder of those harsh and uncompromising days of early Australia. The self-guided tour of the jail allows you to inspect the inside of a historical landmark with some fantastic bushranger history as well. Well, as you can see, there's quite a lot to do in Wentworth, with its history, culture and charm, boasting a natural environment and pioneering diversity, with some great free camping to boot. I guess now it's time for Jackie and I to give our stay in Wentworth a score. Wentworth is a beautiful country town full of charm with lots to do. I'm giving it 5 out of 5.
And I totally agree with Wayne. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 as well. Take care, everyone, and happy travels.
See ya.